Good morning, I'm Elvie with Meadowlark Log Homes. This morning they are building a custom log home and a Hungry Horse model, top floor. Let's have a look and see what's happening with these two projects. It's quite noisy, so I might have to let the chainsaws do some of the talking. What we have in front of us here is a custom log home, a single level with a 1662 square feet in the house, 579 square feet in the garage. The dimensions, total dimensions are 32 by 70, one level. So this is the garage entrance right in front of me. And what we have called a sunburst log entry. Can you tell us what you're doing, Isaac, with that slot?
Say again?
Can you tell us what you're doing with that slot you're cutting up there?
So I'm cutting out a roofline groove so that our roofing can go underneath and basically hidden some site as well before all your overlay roofing is what goes above it, and then there'll be flashing above that. So basically just cut that groove and hide the roof as it disappears.
Okay, that slot up there is for the lumber of the roof to go into. That will be a little gabled entry porch, sunburst. Now this is a little different. This whole 70-foot length is solid log with no windows. Now that was a customer's request. This house was built 100% custom for the customer. We built it exactly as he wanted to do it, and that's what he gets. 2 large windows in the front is all. This side, 70 feet long, not a single window. These are a couple beams for supporting the roof purlins and a future loft in the garage. So I'm standing inside the garage. That's a 1-car garage. And this is a bathroom and a sleeping area. And this is a bathroom. I'm sorry, it's not a bathroom. I believe this is a pantry. The bathroom is in there. This is the open great room. That will be a log truss on top of that beam. And this entire area will be vaulted, open ceiling great room. And his view obviously would be out those windows. Now let's come over here and see what's going on here. This is the top floor of a hungry horse. The dimensions are 26 by 34. And you'll have to go to the website to get the square footage because I can't remember what it is. But in the link below or on the website, the meadowlarkloghomes.com, you can go to the hungry horse model and see this model. One of the changes of several is this back area has a door coming out of this is the upstairs part, and that door goes onto a balcony that's in this area, an upstairs loft exterior balcony with a longer roof overhang. So there are a few changes made to this plan. Those are 6 feet overhanging roof beams, which means this balcony, which I'm standing on, is covered. Now let's back up. This is the loft end view of the upstairs, obviously. This shed dormer gives it a lot of room. A full 8-foot ceiling height on the side, I believe. And then the front drops down steeper to create your front great room, a vaulted ceiling living area, which is down below. This is obviously the peak. As you know, all of our roof systems have these big, long purlin log beams with a flat surface for the lumber to run from the top all the way down. And this has a 6-foot front overhang as well to cover that front porch. The Hungry Horse is similar to the Green Gables, but it's 2 feet longer, 2 feet wider, and it has a dormer. So it's quite a bit different, but more roomy. So this one is almost ready to take apart. They're numbering it. They're preparing it to be dismantled and packaged. On this side, that's one long sweeping roof. It goes, the lumber, the pine ceiling goes all the way from top to bottom. For those of you who are unfamiliar with our process, every log home we build is pre-assembled, fully and completely pre-assembled here, and dismantled, shipped out, and then put back together. And the reason for this pre-assembly is because there is a lot of notching, cutting, fitting, drilling, marking. This isn't the slot that I showed you before, where the ceiling lumber goes on here and goes in that slot, so it seals that off. And then let's go underneath here. So from here, you'd be looking up quite high to the peak, and you'd see all that lumber. And this is pretty tall. Now where I'm standing will be about a 9.5 inch floor system, so it's a little higher. I'd be up a little higher than this. That window got a little bit tight, but it'll work. This goes out the door to the balcony. So it's quite roomy. And there'll be a bathroom up here in this loft bedroom. So that's what's happening today here. Let's get an overview. If you're thinking about a Hungry Horse, there's a good example of the log package. If you're thinking custom, that's truly a custom log home. Nothing standard about that one. So there you have it. We normally build 2 or more at the same time. 2 large ones and a couple cabins sometimes. These are the log porch posts, which they will drill and get prepared for pre-assembling the porch that goes along the side. Let's see what's happening this morning at Meadowlark. It looks like that fit. Okay, that was a ridge pull. Okay, this is the front of Alderson's custom 32 by 70. Yep. And yeah, so
middle here it goes out. That the third ridge wall is all at the outer wall, and one inside. Yeah. Those 2 gables.
And what's the cabin over there again? I forgot. The one over there.
18 by 24.
It's an 18 by 24 Montana cabin over there. This is the top part, the gable end part that they're building, which goes on top of, so this part here goes on top of that part. Let's have a look. There's holes for the rebars to go in, the steel pins. These are notches where the log fits across, like this one, the log purlin. This is the peak or ridge pull. That's how they fit in the slot notch. So, a bunch of things going on. Got the Montana cabin being built here. It's 18 by 24, single level. This is our most popular cabin by far. They build the bottom or the walls first and dismantle the walls and then build the top part, the top story or the gables always separately. It would become too high. So that's the bottom, the single level bottom walls and the roof. This is the top part of the 32 by 70 that was shown before this video. It's already been dismantled and taken away. So this part, the garage back there, this all fits on top of the 32 by 70 custom. This will be all open great room here, right here. That will be a truss. Okay, Jalen, talk to us over here. We're a little quieter. So what's the guy's idea with this tall interior wall? What was Dave wanting there?
So he didn't want any interior frame walls. So this is actually the bedroom here. And the garage is over there, so I guess the idea is this wall is sort of a barrier between the garage and the bedroom. So the wall goes all the way up to the ceiling on this inside.
It's a little...
No sheetrock, no frame walls, so...
It makes the wall unusually high. This goes from the, that's the peak down, and plus all the way down to the ground level. This is a very tall wall at the very center of the house, which makes it even taller. But that's what the customer wanted, and we built it the way he wanted it. So we always build what people want, or at least as close to structurally we make it work and build what they want. So as I pointed out, that's a little unusual. It's not done very commonly, a log wall interior that tall, but that's his request, and that's what we built. Those walls aren't very cheap. They do come at a price because there's a lot of logs, a lot of notching and crafting to build a log wall that tall. But we aim to satisfy. There's a mark on this wall, on this log. That's gonna be cut off, which is what we call the roof line log. The roof lumber will come off this cut off area, gable, and land on this flat. Line goes all the way across, a straight line. That line, after we reset the house, this line will be straight as an arrow, giving you a perfectly straight roof. Let's follow that line across. Hey, Jalen, what are they building over there?
That's a green gable.
24 by 32, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay, so that in front of me is a Green Gables. That's a 2-story. It has a loft, 24 by 32. Morning, Andy.
Morning.
Oh, that looks pretty. Is that your first cut?
No.
Oh. That's pretty dandy. Dandy. So he takes the saw and cuts through it. Hey, let's try this. Let me get my credit card out. Go ahead and find a credit card, and I want you to see if you can stick in that hole, in that crack. I just had an inspiration. Does it go in?
Little. Not really.
Barely. Nice and tight, Andy. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was kind of the inspiration I had to see if we can get a credit card stuck in these holes, in these notches. Let's try one over here. It won't go in. Try that one. There we go. That's how we like it. Pick up my gloves. So this is the similar. Is this different than the website Jesse, right? Looks like it's reversed. I guess he can't hear me. Hey, Jesse? Jesse! I don't think they can hear me. This has not been notched yet. So this got reversed, right? I mean, the door here is a different spot than normal, right?
No, that doesn't get reversed.
I mean, this is different than the website, right? I think normally is there porch? Normally the porch is over there and the door is over there. Or is this the front?
This has a porch on one side and on this end.
Okay, it's mirrored. Normally this sits the other way, which this doorway normally is sitting over there, but they made changes and flipped it. We call mirroring the plan. What can you tell me? Anything that you want to tell us about this house so far? How are the logs looking? How's it everything coming together?
Yeah, it's coming together good. We got some beautiful logs for this house. Yep, got some nice character over there, and yeah, it's really coming together well.
People like that character. We don't get a lot of that character because the loggers in the forest try to cut all the character out and leave it in the woods. We get the nice smooth logs, but we like that knotty character. A lot of people like that, but they give us straight logs, and this is a nice wide flat right here. These ledges are real nice and flat, so it's stable, and this is looking really good, Jesse. Looking really good.
Yep.
Logs are looking amazing. The sawyers are cutting. How are the logs for accuracy? Are getting nice and flat, huh? They're absolutely dead on right there. Look at that. Take a picture of that. Yeah, so the accuracy is important. We like that. The logs are nice and flat and they match up perfectly to each other. Well, let's see, that about concludes the morning's tour here. Oh, here's the stair treads. Are these 3x11s, Jesse? 3x11 treads for the stair treads, 3 inches by 11 inches. That makes a very sturdy stairway. All of our homes get the tread stairway unless you request the half log tread, which is more expensive because it is harder to build, takes longer to build a half log. And they're more troublesome. The half round treads are more troublesome. They want to twist a little bit more, but people don't care. They want them anyhow. Now over here, we got some beauties. Whoa, look at these purlins. These are the roof beams purlins for that tall house. And they are monsters. This is like 16 inches across. Wow, look at that log. Hey. These men are very proud of what they do. They really enjoy building quality. They really enjoy building these homes, and they're like a team. I'm really, really proud of all of them. I forget how many we got underneath the building, maybe 7 or 8. and they're just top. They just really enjoy this. We do have a few newer guys, but they are amazingly catching on really well and cutting, and we try to train them quickly, bring them up to speed. We don't like to shelter and baby them around. They get to, we like to cross train everything. They're able to cut and peel and notch and number and shape and use the chainsaws, use the cranes. We like to have them be able to do all of it and just bring them right up to the professional grade as quickly as we can, and it seems to work out pretty well. The babying business doesn't work very well with men. You gotta bring them up and teach them how to do it, and they're really good at it. Very proud of our team. The top part's coming along great. The crane lifts each log up and puts it in place. But before that happens, they got to make some very precise notching. Let's see if it fits, Eric, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Your way a little bit. John. Oh, your way. Okay. Down. Okay, hang on.
Barn, our air check took delays by the casino.
Still won't fit, so you got to shave a little bit off with the saw. This is looking out the front gable glass windows, which has these log posts to fit the glass in between these posts. That's a very common design, brings a lot of light into the great room. And you can see those logs poking out for a nice big 6-foot overhang. So that is getting toward the end of finishing up the top part of that 32 by 70 custom single level right there. Putting the last of those purlins roof beams in. Let's have a look at this log wall that's all the way up the center. It looks like they got a beam right next to it. They wouldn't have had to, but it makes it even where they poke out this end so it's uniform and looks right on the outside. So there we have it. That's about it. I'll be starting to take that one down probably later today. See, Isaac, when are you going to start taking this thing apart?
Taking all of this part?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, actually.
Starting today, you think, taking it apart?
Probably today. Yeah.
We might get to it today if we crack the whip a little bit. And then over here is what's remaining of the 18 by 24 Montana cabin. That's been worked on and taken apart and putting it over here on these logs to work on the trimming. They got to trim the ledges down and get everything numbered. Beaver, what we call the beaver, the gasket groove, and get them all ready for packaging. So that's sitting right here waiting to be finished up. Looks like that's part of it right here. This is the Montana cabin and here being taken apart. So cabin, house, and then here is the green gables that they're still working on. So what are these giant half slabs here? What are these deals?
That's a stringer for the stairs.
Oh, these are stair stringers. Okay, you're getting ready to do that, right? So they got their fancy cutter there they use for the stair, their stair cutouts. Pretty cool. And that does all the cutting the little tread sections out. So that's the stringer that holds the stair, these two. Your joists going in. There's Tyler. There's Tyler, the bass singer. He's doing bass in our choir. We're getting there, aren't we? Yeah. So this is a last of the bottom floor, or at least wrapping it up. They're putting the stair in over here. Goes up to that, and they got to put the last of the joists in.
Last of all, you come back here and just run through this. Let's put this other thing in.
So that is a morning at Meadowlark, and they're doing well, getting going here. So these guys are good at what they do. All right, see you soon.